Hello everyone, I'm the Silent GM, and welcome to the first episode of my Master Duel Masochist Challenge. I'm sure all of you know the rules by now, but for those who don't, I'm going to open exactly enough Master Packs to get a 40 card deck and jump into ladder. I will ignore all precons and anything given to me in the tutorial except for the gems. For every win, I will be opening up one new master pack and any legacy packs that I happen to get from the proficiency exam or rewards from duels. I've seen a few different people do this so far, but all credit goes to Simo as he's the one who started this trend. First pack. Constellar, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. It's an okay one tribute body. If I get more Constellars, it'll be good to search them out. Portable Battery Pack is a Battery Man card, so that's probably not going to be useful. Fire Fist Raven. This card is sent from the field to the graveyard. You can set one fire formation spell directly from your deck. It's an 1800 defender, so it's not terrible for that. And if I can get fire formation spells, it could be better. Cynet Backdoor. Little cyber support. I don't have anything yet, but I mean, it is the first pack, so we'll see what happens. Final Light is Valkyries, I think. Yeah, Valkyries. I don't see us playing this any longer than we have to. Valkyries are not good. When a Thunder-type monster is summoned to your field, target one card your opponent controls, destroy that target. I mean, it's removal. It's very conditional removal, but at this point, beggars can't be choosers, so if we pull a Thunder, that could be useful. Our first extra deck, I mean, it's a generic rank 6. It's going to be difficult to make it without a bunch of special summons, but if I can summon it, it's a 2700 in the extra deck. And last card in this pack is Flameveil Grunica. 1700 attacker, and if it destroys a monster, it burns. Not bad. It could close out some games. First pack, not terrible. We did open an extra deck, so we're going to have to open 6 packs to get a legal 40 card deck. So, second one of 6. Checksum Dragon. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can special summon this card from your hand. This attack position card cannot be destroyed by battle. This is a great pickup. It's a 2400 defender that we can special summon and gain life if we need to get out of a bit of a jam. Plus, it's a 6, so it goes with that rank 6 that we pulled in the last pack. Attack Pheromones is... it's not Reptile Support. Oh, it is Reptile Support. If a monster you control attacks a defense position monster, change that monster to face attack position at the end of the damage step if your attacking monster is Reptile. We don't have any Reptiles, nor Reptiles fairly common, so we'll see what happens with that. Mischief of the Gnomes. This is very annoying for Xyz decks, so that's not a bad pickup. Morphtronic Vacuumin, bad. Not even gonna entertain that longer than I have to. DD Savant Newton, it's a pendulum scale of 10, but I can only pendulum DDs, so it's not even useful for that. That's not great. Black Catastrophe is a Prediction Princess card, but if I do have 2 or more defense position monsters, I can end the battle phase, so not terrible. Cardian, I'm not even going to read that because that's going to be replaced as soon as possible. Gold Pride, it's neck and neck. Target one Gold Pride monster, probably not going to be usable then. It's Gold Pride support. That's 2 packs down, 4 to go. No SRs or URs yet, but honestly, SRs and URs don't really mean that much at this stage of the Masochist Challenge. Dream Mirror Black Knight. So 2 tribute, 2800. I don't think we're really going to be able to utilize its effect, so it's basically a vanilla 2800. Red Eye Spirit is just Monster Reborn for Red Eyes. Staring Contest. When you special summon a monster to the extra monster zone, you can target one monster in your opponent's main monster zone. Move that target to their zone in the same column as that extra monster zone. When your opponent special summons a monster to the extra monster zone... Okay, so it lets me switch columns. I'm sure it has uses in some decks, but it's a dead card here. Mayakashi, I love Mayakashi in Duel Links, but here it's not going to be too great. It is a generic rank or level 5, so if we can pull some tuners, we might be able to make it work. 2000 is not a great stat line, and I can't really use any of its effects since it's all graveyard based, but we'll see. Dark Alligator. We do have the attack pheromones, so when it's tribute summoned, you can special summon alligator tokens up to the number of reptile monsters tributed for this card's tribute summon. If this tribute summoned card is destroyed by battle by an opponent's card effect while in its owner's monster zone, you can add a reptile. Majesty with Eyes of Blue is Blue Eyes support. We don't have any Blue Eyes cards. ZW Pegasus Twin Saber is Utopia support. I mean, it's a 21 defender, probably not going to be too usable for a while. Fabled Marcosia. It's a normal summonable 1700, so that's passable. If it's in your hand, you can discard up to 2 monsters except Fabled Marcosia, but including another Fabled monster, and if you do, special summon it, and then it gains 200 attack for each monster discarded. So if I pull another Fabled, I could special summon this as a 2100 attacker, 19 or 2100 attacker. Not bad. So that is 3 of 6. And here we go with the 4th pack. We have our first SR, so we're going to leave that one to last. Supreme Rage. If you control Supreme King Zark, which I do not. Uniflora Mystical Beast of the Forest. If all the monsters in your graveyard are beasts, you can tribute this card, special summon 1 beast from your hand or graveyard. This is probably never going to be active. That'll be replaced relatively quickly. Vampire's Desire. We don't have any vampires. I don't see us getting any. Ojama Duo is actually really annoying for an opponent. Well, it would be more annoying if they couldn't be linked off. It's a card. Toon Summon Skull is probably never going to be used because we won't have Toon World. Oh, we got a Ignites Unite. Target 1 Ignite you control, destroy it, and if you do, special summon 1 Ignite from your deck. Great card for Ignites. I didn't pull any Ignites so far, so this is just another dead spell. Reptilian Gardna. Another reptile, so we do have the Dark Alligator that I contribute this with. In a best case scenario is turn 1, set Reptilian Gardna. My opponent runs into it and doesn't beat over the 2k. Then we sacrifice it to summon the 2800 Dark Crocodile and then get a 2k beater along with it. This really isn't going to be activating. We don't have any other Reptilians, but still, a 2k defender is pretty solid. And the one we knew about, your opponent special summons a Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, or Link monster. You can activate one of the effects. Add Fallen of Albaz, special summon Fallen of Albaz. So we don't have Fallen of Albaz or anything that references it yet. 4th pack down, 5. We have an SR in this one. Great to see. Hopefully they're better than the other 2 SRs we had. Mass Hypnosis. Activate only when you control an alien. We don't have an alien. Select and take control of up to 3 of your opponent's monsters that have an A counter. The amount of hoops that I would have to jump through to make this even remotely playable, that's never seen the light of day. Ogdoadic Origin. If a face-up reptile you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can target 1 card your opponent controls, send it to the graveyard. If this card in your field zone is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can send cards from the top of your opponent's deck to the graveyard equal to the number of reptile monsters with different names in your graveyard. It is a removal spell. Can target 1 card your opponent controls, send it to the graveyard. Trap Tricks. Unaffected by the hold traps. When this is normal summoned, add a Trap Tricks. Once per turn, you could target 1 set spell or trap, return that to the hand, then set a different one. Or it doesn't have to be different, I suppose, but why would you do it if it wasn't different? Not bad. It's a 1500 beater, which is probably one of the better stat lines we have right now. 6 Strike Thunderblast. Remove a Bushido counter from your field to activate one of these effects. Either destroy a monster or bounce any card to the hand. True Draco Heritage is probably never getting used if we don't have any True Dracos or True Kings. Supreme King Gate Infinity. Pendulum Effect. If you control a monster, you cannot pendulum summon. Okay. Once per turn, if you control Supreme King Zark, we'll stop reading there. Once per turn, you can target one other face-up card you control, destroy both it and this card. And if you do, special summon one Dragon, Xyz, or Pendulum from your extra deck, but its attack and defense becomes 0, its effects negated, blah, 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 blah. If this card in a monster zone, this is... I mean, it's technically a high scale, but not really. Revival Swarm is Battle Wasp Monster Reborn. We don't have any Battle Wasps, though. Secret Village of the Spellcasters. This is great. If only I control a Spellcaster monster, my opponent cannot activate spell cards. This can brick entire decks. But the issue with that is I'm not entirely sure if I have a Spellcaster right now. That is 5 packs down, last pack to go. And we'll be able to create the 40 card deck. No SRs in this one. Block Golem. It's not great. If all the monsters in your graveyard are Earth, you contribute this card, and then reborn 2 rock monsters from the graveyard, and their effects are negated. We don't have too many rock monsters, but it's got an okay stat line for where we're at. A second copy of Mischief of the Gnomes. A Mermail Equip spell without any mermails. Oh boy, more alien support. Without any aliens. Star Seraph Sage is probably our highest attack point monster, I think. Once per turn, you can send 1 spell card from your hand to the graveyard, special summon 1 other Star Seraph monster from your hand. This is our only Star Seraph, so that's blank. Flower Gathering. We do have 1 Flower Cardian, but it's not going to be usable. Abyss Prop Wild Wagon. Abyss Actor support. We don't have any Abyss Actors. And Dark Lord Enchantment. Send 1 Dark Lord from your hand or face-up field to the graveyard. Take control of 1 monster your opponent controls until the end phase. We don't have any way to use this. This deck is rough. That's for the best. It is the Masochist Challenge, so... Alright. We lost the coin flip, but that's not really a problem. Most of the time, we are going to want to go second so that we can get the extra card and the attack. In this case, there's only so much setup that we're going to be able to do other than set 1 and maybe throw a trap down. Oviraptor. This is going to be some kind of dinos, looks like. Can target 1 other dino in the field, destroy it, then special summon 1 dino from your graveyard. And it searches, looks like. This hand is not super great. The Checksum Dragon is probably the best card we pulled. Attack Pheromones is pretty useless. This is entirely useless. This is, I believe, entirely useless. I don't think we pulled the Thunder. And this is entirely useless. So we're just going to have to essentially set all of these and pass. This is going to have to be special summoned when we get attacked, so we can't even summon it. Hopefully the top card is going to be something more playable. But I don't have high hopes for this match with the amount of things that our opponent is doing right now. Baby Ceratosaurus. Grab this. Does he have an egg on his head? That's adorable. Alright, I've seen enough. Alright, 1 loss. Poor guy. It's okay, Rescue Rabbit. We'll figure it out. This looks more promising. The generic Rescue Rabbit, the generic deck box, BS name. I'm thinking this is either another very new player or some kind of bot. Which, either way, depending on what hand we draw, we could have a good chance of winning here. 2 of our tribute monsters and unusable spell traps. And my opponent is playing King Sark. Cool, cool. I do not like playing against this deck with even my own deck. That's probably because I just haven't played against it enough. Although it does look like they have some Chimera support in there as well. Fusion Summon. Yep, Baphomet. It's bigger than almost any card in our deck. We have two cards that beat over it, both of which are tribute monsters. So this is going to be another surrender, I think. 0 and 2, but you know what? This is the path I chose. Like someone using probably a structure. Judging by the case, I believe that's the not monarchs. He might also be playing some kind of challenge if he's having me go first. All right, this hand's pretty sick, honestly. Best thing to do is just lead with our big monster, set a card, and phase. All right, Nicodemo, what you got? He does only have 5 cards in his extra deck, so this is probably some kind of structure deck. None of them have full extra decks. Luster Dragon, okay. He didn't attack, which is interesting. I will take it, though. We're going to tribute summon this Constellar, and then we can beat over that. Nice and easy. Okay, we're doing pretty good here. Next turn, we'll probably throw Block Dragon into defense, or Block Golem into defense, I should say, depending on what they throw out here. Alternatively, if they just kind of pass, which it seems like they might be, we'll throw out the Star Seraph to get some more damage on their face. Set a handful and pass. Looks like it. Majesty with Eyes of Blue is unusable. So I think I am still going to go with the set Block Golem into defense strat. Because I don't know what these are, and if they're something like Mirror Force, I don't want to get completely blown out by summoning the Star Seraph. Plus, this can let me end the battle phase if I have 2 face-down monsters. So having this already face down means I can throw something else into face down real quick to activate it. Threatening Roar, skip my attacks. That's fine. Did they use this at the right time? Well, can this still attack? Yeah, they used it at the wrong point. We'll keep that in hand just in case. We can discard it for something. I think we had... Oh, it was this. It was the Fable that we could discard with. So we probably should have set this as a bluff, but it is what it is. Lord of D, please don't have the Flute of Summoning Dragons. Rush recklessly. Gain 700 attack, so it's enough to beat over my Block Golem. 2 Rush recklessly is enough to actually get over this. Not the worst play he could have done with that, for me at least. He's also setting before main phase 2. Probably a new player. Not bad. Next turn we'll go into Star Seraph Sage and beat over this. Nice. Alternatively, no, I would need this to be the reptile for me to summon it with one tribute. So Star Seraph, go to battle, take out the Lord D before he can use Flute on it, because I do not want to deal with Blue Eyes today. That is basically going to hard counter the deck because I don't have any way to remove it, and I do not have enough attack points on any of my monsters to beat over it. Even my extra deck, if I was able to summon it, which I don't think I can. I don't think I have 2 level 6s, and I do not think I have a tuner. Walling up. Okay, Final Light is trash. The question I'm having here is, do I Dark Alligator and go all in because this is my strongest monster, or do I play a little more conservatively, just attack in here? Because this is a tribute as it is. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip summon that, go to attacks. Yeah, I was afraid of that. So now we'll go to main 2. Now we'll summon this. Because none of my no tributes can beat over that. So we'll go to Dark Gator. We'll set the Final Light in the Imperm column because I'm not respecting that. This is basically a dead card right now. Well, if they deal a bunch of damage to us, actually, I didn't realize it had this special summon text. If we're in a losing situation, this becomes special summonable. But for right now, we are 2,000 points above them, as opposed to lower than them. Might have them on the ropes here. If this is the dragon structure deck, I don't think there's going to be too much they're going to do here. Yeah. Wall up. I'm going to attack into the face down because I don't think it has any flip effect monsters, and I don't want that. I don't know if they have a second copy of Lord of D. And again, I do not want to deal with Flute Summoning Dragon into Blue Eyes. Oh, glad I got rid of that too. That can fusion out a monster from the extra deck with itself, and I definitely don't want to deal with that. Another spell trap, which is annoying. These are all completely unusable, so I'm going to leave this one open. Not that I think I even have any full-on usable spell traps in this deck at this point. This is really better for... Actually, this reduces the levels in hand. So if I'm reading this correctly, I can activate this next turn, normal summon this as a level 4 without tributing, which isn't great because it's only a 1,000 attack point monster. It's really meant to be attached to Utopia, which, again, we don't have. But it's an okay defender. Abyss Prop. I think we still do the gnomes play. And then we'll set this. This doesn't do anything. And I misclicked. If this is Blue Eyes White Dragon, I'm very sad. I can't believe I misclicked like that. You'd think I'm throwing the game. Okay. I'm fine. As long as neither of these is Blue Eyes, we're good. That's really the only out that they have, I think, is Blue Eyes or some kind of fusion, because they have some pretty nasty fusions. I think Five-Headed Dragon is in there, but I know there's the Lord of D fusion as well. D and Divine Dragon Ragnarok, that makes it so that I can't target anything. Doesn't matter, we win. First win of the challenge. Rank up to Rookie 1. 300 gems. A legacy pack. And 5 legacy packs off the practice tests. So, let's go grab these legacy packs. Check out the next level of the proficiency test. Clear condition, normal summon a monster. We get 4 more tickets, which is great. First win master pack. Purchase. We have a lot of chaff that we can replace, so let's hope some of these are usable. Armored Bee. Once per turn, you can target one face-up card one face-up monster your opponent controls. Have that target's attack. This is insane. This is unironically an answer to the blue eyes that I was talking about in the last game. This comes down, targets the blue eyes, turns it to a 1500, beats over it. This is great for our deck right now. Desrook Archfiend. Once per turn during your standby phase, you must pay 500 life points. When resolving an opponent's card effect that targets this card, roll a 6-sided die and negate the effect if you roll a 3 and if you do destroy it. You know what? It's an 1800 defender, and in a weird way, it interacts with our Pegasus Lance. Might make the cut. Hieratic Dragon of Gibeb. This is an 1800 beater, and I don't think I have a dragon normal monster. This isn't bad, honestly. This is probably the best card that we've pulled so far. Crawler Ranveer. Flip, you can target 2 crawler monsters in your graveyard, add them to your hand. If this face-up card in its owner's control leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can special summon 2 crawlers from your deck in defense position. So this isn't really great. I mean, it's an 1100 attack monster, so probably better than some of the unusable traps that we have. It's not great. Big Bang Shot. This is a great pickup. It is a usable equip card. It deals piercing damage. It boosts our monster's attack by 400. And in a weird way, if I have a way to remove this, I can attach it to my opponent's monster, pop the Big Bang Shot, and banish the equipped monster. This is huge, and I really hope I get to use this to win some games. A Gishki ritual that we're never going to summon. Junk Sleep. If your opponent normal or specials a monster, you can change all face-down monsters to face-up attack. During the end phase, you can change all monsters you control to face-down defense. That's so weird. I don't know about that one. And a Synchro that I don't think we can summon. All right. This was a great pack for us. These 3 cards, the Armored Bee, the Hieratic, and the Big Bang Shot, make this entirely worth it. Next is the importance 6 legacy packs. This has tons of cards in it. And I mean, it's got some usable stuff, but it's also got some pretty unusable stuff for us. Like, I don't see us ever summoning any of these fusions. But it's got some really great cards. United We Stand could single-handedly turn this around. I'll stop blabbing about it and get to the packs. We got 6 of them. That's 12 cards. It's more than a master, it's more than a master pack. Sweet Corn. Once per turn, you can pay 500 life points, special summon a Maze token. Okay. Humanoid Slime. It is a 2000 defense. Better than some things we have. That's great. Gishki Diviner. Once per turn, you can declare 1 card name, reveal the top, and if it is declared, otherwise add it to the top of your deck. It's a weird draw card. I don't see us ever using it. Performapal Guitartle. Guitartle? It is a generic pendulum. 6. If a Performapal card is activated in your other pendulum zone, you can draw a card. That's not bad, honestly. It's not great as a monster. It's an okay pendulum scale. I don't really have a low scale for it. Dawn Turtle. When this card is normal or flip summoned, you can special summon any number of Dawn Turtles. Okay. Winged Cleaver. Come on, give us something good. Give us that blue eyes we were talking about. Kozaki. Man-eating plant. Not even gonna look at it. Enervating mist. Your opponent's hand size limit becomes 5. I mean, it is an activatable trap that does something to our opponent. It's weird, and it's really not that impactful, but I mean, it's something. Stim pack. Um, it's an okay equip spell in this situation. It's not great by any stretch of the imagination, but it exists. Dragon Piper. We don't have any Dragon Capture Jar, but it does have 1800 defense. And last card is Chaos Greed. You can only activate this card if 4 or more of your cards are removed from play. It's a really bad pot of greed. Okay, so I made some changes here. I pulled out the Toon Summon Skull that we could never summon, added in a few of our big pulls, and pulled out some dead spell traps. Let's save it off, get back to the ladder. This deck is hot garbage, I'm going to be honest. The D. Let's go second to get the draw, although I don't like the look of that Unchained mate. Okay, we got Big Bang Shot, which is great. And the only card we can summon is Gishki Diviner. Great. And we're playing against Dark Magicians. I don't see this going well. I think he's reading everything. I don't think this is a loner deck that they have, but this is probably not going to be a win for us. Dark Magician is a tough card for us to beat over with the current setup. In theory, we could do it. We could pull a couple cards from the deck right now to make it easier, but that's not one of them. I think we're just gonna go to game 2. Honestly, I probably should have played that out. Going first after losing the coin toss is interesting. We don't have too many good going first plays. Frankly, we don't have too many good plays in general. We'll set this, and I think we just go to end step, because I don't want to run this out just yet. I want to be able to summon it, use its effect, and clear something. And this can tank an attack, essentially. I'm going to do this now. This could clog up some zones for them. Because I think this might be the OTK deck. When they do go in for it, I'm going to special out this, set it into, or place it in defense, gains me 1200 life, and tanks the hit. Theoretically, at that point, he can't detach, because I don't think the Cypher Dragon is quick effect, so... So if we do survive this turn, there's a chance he just concedes because his OTK didn't go through. Other than that, I'm not sure what our out is here. I do this in attack, actually, this time, because it can't be destroyed. So I take a lot of damage, but it can't be destroyed by battle, so I have this body left over. Okay. Summon Armored Bee. We're going to change this back to defense. Activate Stim Pack on Armored Bee. Until the end of my next turn. Oh. Well, we'll go to battle, I guess. That's unfortunate. I did not read. Theoretically, if this survives, I can clear this next turn. Likely he still beats over it. Yeah, I don't think I'm winning here. He's got real cards. Like, I'm here with Armored Bee equipped with a stim pack. Like this is not even a fight. And he's got two giant ass dragons. I do not see us winning this here, because he's gonna pop all of our shit. This gets popped. This gets popped. What? Oh, he yoinked it. Right. That is a thing that that deck can do. I thought this was the pop guy. I guess not. I play this in Duel Links, and I got it confused with this, I think. Yeah. Destroy. Yeah, this is just game over. I'm going to let him kill us because we did normal summon once, and that's the next clear condition for the proficiency exam, which means that we are one step closer to getting 5 more legacy packs if and when we win again. Either way, we will be going to the next game. Oh, he wants me to concede, huh? We're not going to do that, buddy. You can kill me. And while he does that,
Made it this far, I'd like to thank you for watching. I'm planning on putting out new episodes of this series every couple of weeks, so be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when I upload. If you like what you see, please leave a like or a comment letting me know your thoughts.
anyway, is he ever going to kill us here, or is he just going to wank off? There we go. Took him long enough. Unfortunate. Still ranked up, which is a thing. Into bronze. Not that I deserve it. Alright. Bad Gear. We'll go first this time. Going second hasn't really helped us. This definitely looks like someone more on our level. They have the standard plague field. They have the generic rescue rabbit. No protectors. The standard card back. Let's see here. Trap tricks. Well, that actually does have an effect, which is interesting. If it gets sent to the field and graveyard, I can MST something. It's really, really bad removal, but it is spell trap removal. We're gonna activate this at the give that hand size limit a test drive. Not that it'll really do much. I think he's running like the starter deck. Yeah, definitely just the starter deck. Unfortunately, that's just enough to beat over my Fabled. This crashes, I think. Yeah. Oh, it actually does have that effect. That's unfortunate. But we could definitely beat this guy. Okay, Flower Cardian Willow. Unsummonable. So we're going to set Traptrix Mantis and hope for the best. If I can get Humanoid Slime from the deck, it can wall this off while I figure out what to do with it. Not that, actually. But he is definitely just using the starter deck. So we do have a chance to beat him. It's just going to be tough. Assuming he doesn't disconnect, because he keeps flashing. He might be playing on, like, mobile or something. Xyz into Kochi Kochi Dragon. Kochi Kochi Dragon will be a bit of an issue because it will put me on a bit of a clock. It's also going to be harder to beat over. It is only a 2100, so I do have ways to clear it. It's just a matter of drawing those ways. Armored B is going to probably be the best way. I think that's what it was. Normal summon, Armored B, have the attack, go in on the 2100. That is not it. Oh no, we're gonna lose to these spell traps. We're gonna lose to our own deck. I don't think I want to activate these, honestly. We are not in a good place. We still have outs with Armored B, and I think that's really it. Anything that could beat over this is a tribute monster that we have, so we can't get anything on board to tribute. Or he just concedes. You know what? I'll take it. A win is a win.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.